Hello, everybody. It is Mike Weller from the Weller Group at Keller Williams Realty in Yorba Linda. We are here. It's another edition of what's going on around Yorba Linda with the future governor of the state of California, Anthony Johnson. Hey, Anthony, how are you?
Pretty good, Mike. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. So Anthony's back with us once again. Anthony serves on the traffic commission. He's a traffic commissioner here in Yorba Linda. So he has his finger on the pulse always of what's going on here in the city. So what is going on in the city? It's June. We're doing this on Flag Day, June 14th.
Yes.
One of my favorite underrated holidays. Tomorrow's
Exactly.
June 15th. California reopens. So what does that mean within Yorba Linda?
So what that means is, we first have to say exactly what the governor says. But as of right now, pretty much everything is going to be fully reopened. Right now we are on those colored tiers on June 15th tomorrow. That means there will be no more colored tiers, no more restrictions. Pretty much everything is open again. We can have major events. We can also, depending on what we do, we also don't need to wear masks anymore.
Yes.
From what I've seen from the governor's office, there may be some masks required at, some what they call mega events, like, sports stadiums, maybe theme parks, concerts, stuff like that. But other than that, when you go shopping, when you go dining at local restaurants, go to the park, what have you, you don't need to wear your mask anymore unless you really want to wear your mask.
Yeah.
So
open houses are a little different. I don't want to get into that now. It's a whole conversation. Whole mask thing is still a little bit confusing.
Right.
Starting tomorrow, things are much, much more open in general. Yeah.
Yes.
So.
And with that being said, one of the things I'm very excited and looking forward to is the 4th of July event that Yorba Linda has annually on 4th of July.
It's back.
If you haven't been, I highly recommend. It's a great day of fun. Starting at 5 p.m. at Veterans Park in Yorba Linda Middle School. You can come with your family, just hang out, enjoy, have some good food, and then there will be a fireworks show at 9 p.m. on July 4th. So I definitely recommend going if you've never been before. It's one of my favorite 4th of July events here in the city.
Glad that is back post-COVID. No need, don't stay at home lighting off your own M80s.
Exactly.
Go to Veterans Park. It's a great event. So.
Exactly. And then on top of that, the library is now fully open. They actually even extended their hours right now post-COVID and also for summer. So highly recommend going to the library, especially if you have not seen it yet. I know I've talked to a couple people around the city that hasn't been to the new library yet. So highly recommend the new library if you haven't been. As well, the library will now be doing passport services. So if you want to go traveling and you need to get your passport done, highly recommend going to our new public library for your passport services.
Awesome. Now you don't have to go to, I guess you could go to Placentia before. Is that the closest place, right?
I think that in the post office.
Oh, in the Pope, gotcha. All right. Well, check out the new library. I actually haven't been there yet. I need to go check it out. So
you really do, Mike. It's a beautiful building. When they say state of the art, it is state of the art. It's amazing. They really have everything for everyone. So highly recommend it.
I definitely will check it out. So what else did you say the city's been up to?
Oh yeah, as well. The city council recently adopted a brand new flag. Before we did have a flag, it was never officially adopted. But during COVID, the city council really wanted to have there it is. The
new Yorba Linda flag.
Pride. And so it's it's the 3 different colors: blue, yellow, and white, with the yellow star there. If you want to find out exactly the meaning, you can go to the city's website. I don't want to take up too much of your time, Mike, but this was actually done by one of our residents here in Yorba Linda. So the Yorba Linda City Council held a contest for residents to submit flag designs, and they even had a flag committee, and this is what they selected. So I'm definitely excited.
It's definitely something that will be memorable. Like once you see it, and see, almost like the California Bear, the Republic of California Bear. I think it will make that same kind of imprint on people. So
exactly, and that was the point. When choosing a flag, they want something that is going to be mindful and rememberful. So so this is definitely going to have a huge impact.
Awesome. Okay. So the first few editions of this, the everybody's favorite part, the feedback I've gotten, is when we talk about new restaurants, what's
Yes.
happening there. So we got to get to that. So last time we talked about a few new ones that are coming, and there's still Clyde's and In-N-Out, and I think everybody pretty much knows In-N-Out, and people
Yep.
don't know Clyde's as much. So none of that's really new news. We speculated a little bit. We went off the rails a little bit and speculated a little bit. And what you brought up on that has actually come true. So share that with everybody.
Yes, so Woody's Diner, it's going where Ruby's formerly was, out near East Yorba. So Woody's Diner is actually going to be should be opening up sometime this month, maybe next month. But it's going to include a whole bunch of breakfast items, burgers, sandwiches, salads, stuff like that. And so I'm excited about that.
Good stuff. Yeah, good stuff for sure. So, and then there's another new restaurant, which sounds really good, coming to downtown Main Street, I think, right? You said?
Yes. Yes,
Okay,
it's called Bricks on Main. It was recently approved by the Planning Commission, and it is going into the old hardware store building, that nice brick building that's right across the street from Main Street Restaurant on Main Street. It's going to be a two-story building, two-story restaurant with American food. It's also going to have a bar included, and I think it's also going to have a nice outdoor balcony that people can sit and relax. There is two smaller buildings next to the old hardware store building, which is where there's like a coin business, as well as I believe like a contractor remodel type building office. So those will be demolished. So that way they could extend the old hardware store building to make room for the new restaurant.
Gotcha. Okay. And just to be clear, when we talk about the old hardware store building, we're talking about like this is the original location, not the more recent location, which is also the old hardware store location, which is at the top of, that's right on Lemon there.
Yes.
By the old library, kind of. So
Correct,
we're not there. We're actually talking about on Main Street. So just to be clear, most people probably don't need that clarification. I needed it when we were talking about it. So that's on me. So
yeah, basically it's on Main Street and Imperial Highway. So
and Bricks, BRIX.
Yes, BRIX on Main, and it should open in early 2022.
Okay. American Fare, right?
Yes.
Very good. Very good. Everybody likes that. So.
Oh yes.
Okay, so that covers most of it, other than a handful of new traffic type of changes, new lights and everything you were going through. You want to kind of summarize or share a couple of the more noteworthy ones, I suppose?
Definitely, yes. So if you or anyone has driven past Yorba High School on Bass Cherry, right at the main entrance there, you can see that there's some sort of construction. And what we are doing is we are putting in a traffic light at that intersection.
Okay.
We did get a lot of requests for that. And so we did work with the school district, and we are putting in that light. That light should be fully installed by this summer. On top of that, we are also doing some major widening projects, one on Lakeview as well as on Bass and Cherry. So the one on Lakeview will be between Oriente and Lakeview, and we are going to widen it to its full allowance, which is going to be 2 lanes in each direction. That should be done sometime within the next year.
Between Oriente and Bass and Cherry.
Yes.
Right. Okay.
Yes.
So like going north, once you hit Oriente, going north from there on Lakeview.
Correct.
Okay.
And we have also secured grant funding for that. So it won't be a lot of tax dollars. So we do, like I said, we did secure a grant for that. So that's where the majority of the money will be coming from. As well, we are trying to seek more grant funding to do just south of Lakeview there, south of Oriente on Lakeview, between Lemon and Oriente, to expand that as well.
Okay.
And then we are planning on putting in a traffic light at Oriente and Lakeview. We are going to see if we could do it before widening that southern part of Lakeview. If we can do it without having to widen that southern part first, then we will install the light. If we need to wait until Lakeview is fully widened on both sides, then we will do that. But that is our plan for Lakeview for right now.
Okay.
And then as well, Bash and Cherry, we all know there's still that little part of Bash and Cherry between Castelloma and Eureka where it is 1 lane instead of 2 lanes in each direction.
Hmm.
We are working on that. We did secure grant funding for that as well. We are going to start working on that within the next year or so. We are currently waiting for Southern California Edison to move the poles that are right there, so that way we can widen the street.
Right.
Once those poles are moved, then we will start widening the street. As well, we are also going to be putting in traffic lights at Eureka and Bash and Cherry, as well as Castelloma and Bash and Cherry, and that will take place at the same time as the street widening.
Gotcha. Yeah, it's always a good idea to get the poles moved, like widening the street, leaving the poles there. That usually doesn't work out well. So
oh yeah,
thinking ahead on that one, Anthony. So
thank you.
okay. Okay. Anything, did that cover everything? Was there anything else there?
I believe so. I believe that's pretty much it.
Yeah. Okay. Awesome. Well, everybody, check out the new flag. 4th of July, get out there to Veterans Park, check out the new library, and update on, so we breeze by In-N-Out and Clyde's Hot Chicken, and so Ruby's is opening soon, or Woody's rather.
Yes.
In-N-Out and Clyde's, do you have any timetable update on those?
Yeah, so In-N-Out should be this fall. And if you haven't been past the construction site, they're already putting up the building. You can see the frames already going up.
Yeah.
So In-N-Out should be this fall. Clyde should be sometime next summer.
Gotcha. Okay. So Woody's, then In-N-Out, then Clyde's, then Bricks after that. When would Bricks be coming? Sounds like that would be.
Bricks should be early 2022.
Okay.
So it should be Woody's, In-N-Out, Bricks, and then Clyde's.
And Clyde's. Okay.
Yes.
All right. Awesome. A lot of good stuff there. A lot of good information. I always appreciate you coming on here with me, and we'll do it again in another couple months or so, probably.
Perfect. Thank you, Mike. I definitely appreciate it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Thanks, Anthony. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you next time. Take care.